Today, I want to give you another reason why chasing the craft of home distillation is absolutely awesome, especially when you're locked down and stuck at home. I'm talking about the geekery, the fact that you can get your teeth stuck into this hobby and really satisfy your problem-solving needs and your geeky side. How's it going, chasers? I hope you're having a kick-ass week. I'm Jesse, and this is Still at the channel, all about chasing the craft of home distillation. So, I want to talk about another reason that I think home distilling is an awesome thing to have in your life, especially when you get shut down and you can't go anywhere else. And that is the chase itself, the hobby, the attempt to master a skill, to really master a craft. Whatever you want to call it, I think it's all kind of the same thing. So first of all, it literally just gives you something to do. It fights off boredom, especially when you're stuck at home, you can't go anywhere, your normal schedule is thrown out the window, you can't meet up with your friends, all that sort of stuff. There is always something you can do when it comes to home distillation. Home distilling is one of those hobbies that you're just never going to master. It doesn't matter how long you do it for. Even the masters of the craft admit that there's always something new to learn. And that, I think, is because there are so many freaking variables. There's so many things that you can play with. And because of that, you're never going to be bored in this hobby. As long as you're still passionate about it, and as long as you're still driven to learn something, to chase that craft a little bit further, you're always going to be able to find something else to do. You can ferment different things, you can use different yeasts, you can try different temperatures, you can use different still setups, you can try stripping runs or no stripping runs, different cuts off the stills, blending different parts of different cuts, putting it into barrels at different ABVs, different wood types, different macerations or ingredients to put into it afterwards or during distillation. You can try blending different products you've got in together. You get the idea, right, guys? There is so many freaking variables that go into creating a tasty beverage. You're never going to run out of something to do. And just because you don't have products to distill right now, doesn't mean that you can't be chasing the craft. For example, if I didn't have ingredients to be fermenting and distilling right now, I've realized that I've got jars and jars of things just sitting around still aging, but mostly because I just haven't decided really what to do with them. So I've set myself a goal in the next few days. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to taste a good number of those things and figure out how to blend some of them back together to create a finished product so I can bottle them. That's just one little example of the things that you guys could be doing at home right now to fight off boredom. So here's the thing, guys, when you are chasing the craft, when you're working towards skill mastery, you're going to inevitably come across struggles, things that you need to break through and work through. And then when you do, you're going to reach a point where you feel really accomplished, where you feel proud of what you've done, where you feel a sense of fulfillment. I think that's really, really important to have in your life. I think that you need to go through struggle. I think you need to go through tough times to be able to get to the good times. You need to go through failure to get to success. And I don't know about you guys, but I do sort of struggle with going through these cycles in my life where I'm super motivated and I want to get things done. And then all I want to do is sit on the couch and feel sorry for myself. And then I'm super motivated and I'm doing shit. If I can take those ups and downs and put them into a craft that I keep working on, that helps me sort of smooth the whole rest of my life out. I get to come out to the shed, I get to swear, I get to curse, I get to be grumpy because something didn't go well, but then I get to push through that and reach something that does go well, and then when I leave the shed and go back to my family, I'm a better person for it. Not only that, but I go through, and I see other people go through these cycles too. I go through cycles of wanting to geek out, I want to learn something, I want to get my geek fix, I want to get my problem solving fix, but then I go through cycles of just wanting to accomplish something, I want to get something done, I want to move on to the next thing. And this hobby gives you all of that. There are so many different things that you can geek out on. There are so many different things that you can just go and make and do. And it doesn't matter where you are on that cycle of what you need from a hobby, there's always something that you can be doing. This last part for me might be the most important part. And I don't know if this translates to other people, but if it does, let me know in the comments. I'm interested to see what your thoughts are on this. For me, perhaps the most important thing about home distilling is that it gives me something that's mine. Life is crazy, man. I was young, I was free, I was traveling around the world, and then I feel like I blinked and suddenly I had 3 kids, a mortgage, a salary, job. I had all these responsibilities. I had all these things that made me feel like I never actually got to make a decision myself. It was a case of here's a good decision or a bad decision, and it's not really a decision, you just have to do something. But because I've managed to carve out a certain amount of time in my life. And honestly, guys, I have to say a huge thank you to these people, to the Patreons, because these are the people that let me justify my time doing this. Not just hobby time, but now it's support the family time. So thank you very much, Patreons. I can't say enough thank yous for that. But what I'm saying, guys, is that I feel like I blinked, I woke up, and suddenly I didn't get to make decisions about anything I did. I didn't have anything that was just for me. I didn't have control, you know, on a selfish level of anything I did. But now I get to walk out here to the shed and I get to, you know, pretty much make what I want, do what I want, and I get to share it with you guys as well. I don't know about you, let me know if you feel the same, but once again, that feeling of me being able to come out here and have me time to be able to do what I want to do and be able to carve that out on the calendar means that when I do go back inside, I can be a dad, I can be a husband, and I can do what my family needs me to do, which is important. I think that's important. Another thing that helps me be a better person is the community that's evolving and changing and growing around home distilling all the time. Honestly, guys, I have made more lifelong friends out of this hobby, out of the internet community, than I have out of real life in the last 3 years. That might be saying something about me. Anyway, that is the topic of the next video in this series. So if you want to have your say and tell me why you think home distilling is cool because it creates a community and community is important for you, drop your suggestions in the comments down below. All right, guys, so honestly, that got a little mushier than I'd planned, but it's all like, I believe what I'm saying. So anyway, I need to get back to my still. It's running over there. I can see it. The jar's almost full. So keep on chasing the craft, guys. I'll see you next time. See ya.